Che bella cosa.
We started our name Sole Mio last year in January. We were singing at an opera school in Wanganui in New Zealand. And we got together in a cafe and people said, sing us a song, and there was a guitar there. So by fluke, we stood up and sang this famous Neapolitan song, O Sole Mio, which in Italian it means my sunshine. And we twisted it to have the Samoan slang, because Sole in Samoan means brother, it's slang for brother. So we twisted it to mean my brothers. So it was kind of the perfect name to have, because it's the song that we started with. And two, literally, it's my brother.
We first got together at the opera school in Wanganui, the southern part of the North Island in New Zealand.
It was actually just me and a couple of other singers. He wasn't actually meant to be singing. And so I was dressed up and we were quite formal and everyone was very formal. And then I said, oh, you know what, I'll finish the concert off. And everyone was like, yeah, it's fine, please sing with the guitar. And so I played an Italian folk song. It was kind of pretty. And then I looked over at the other side of the room and I saw this guy. And so I said to the crowd, I said, well, actually, there's another singer over here. He's my cousin and I'd actually like to get him on stage. And he looks at me like, are you kidding me? You know? I said, come on. So he came on stage and we played Sole Mio just through and sung it. And they loved it. A couple of days later, it was at a private house function. And we were all sitting there having a nice barbecue. And of course, they asked us to sing Sole Mio. But the three of us were sitting at the back and we just thought, why don't we make it a trio instead of a duo? And so we added the third harmony. And I think from there, we just thought, wow, this is cool.
Samoa is this tiny, tiny island of about 80,000 on the island. When we went to New Zealand and stuff, we were very, very, very poor. So I guess that's why it's always hard to explain. Oh, not explain, it's kind of like realize how far we've come.
Just being able to represent, them as well. And just knowing the fact that we can, we can actually give back to the community that we came from. And just knowing that, we'll never forget where we came from.
Our Samoa, the greatest place of all.
We have this one track in the album called We Are Samoa, and it's kind of patriotic. And we've never sung that song without crying. And it's crazy. We're like squeezing each other. We're like, come on. It's like a scrum. We're like, oh, we're gonna go. Because then I start singing, and I realize what I'm singing about, and I'm like, I'm going. Voice starts going,
We grew up in different areas, but as the thing that brought us together was our singing and our music. And when we found each other, it was like, oh man, you guys are like me. Where were you guys?
So it's, at this point in time, it's like, I have a lot of pride, because now I can finally give back and say, we did it on your behalf. I never shy away from it. I just no, I'm proud to say I went through all of that. We were very poor, we still are. I'm proud to say I'm here and I'm busting through the stereotype, busting through it all.
When we're thankful, we're thankful to our friends, our family, to God. We're just thankful for being here and making it this far.
This balancing act that we have between the operatic career and the crossover career, I think it's essential that we kind of stay true to our voices, I think, because we're trying to stay true to this opera and trying to stay as poised as possible and then still have fun with it. But I think if you stay true to your voice and how you sing it, I think that's what makes the difference.
For us, it's more of a challenge to sing something that's not sort of in the lines of opera, but we would like to, would like to take that challenge and just see if we can make something out of something that we're not used to. But that's what we're trying to do now, just trying to add some of that, just trying to
bridge the
this
gap.
It's the stereotypes that people chuck people in, like, oh, he sings opera, he must be an opera singer, he can't do anything else, or he sings pop, well, that's a pop singer. So we thought, well, why don't we sing something that they know, introduce them, and then say, well, actually,
Kind of making it accessible.
it's making it accessible, and just saying, actually, I try sing opera, sing classical music, listen to this. And we've had countless experiences now of kids, of young people, of youths coming up to us and saying, you know what, I love what you're doing.
Coming soon, pick from 9 to noon. Black on yellow too, like banana you. He may pick you someday.
The choice of songs on the album, we kind of came together and just concocted a big list of all these songs that we thought
They show us off.
that really showed us off, and we just thought, you know what, this is Sole Mio right here. So people, it's not like, oh, we're gonna sing all old songs our whole concert. It's not what we're about. We still try to keep the essence of the music that we are performing.
Some say love, it is a river that drowns the tender reed.
So we're recording this album in Real World Studios, which is owned by Peter Gabriel in England.
And the producer Nick Patrick and the sound engineer Peter Schwer. And I think for these two who have kind of put our album together, actually, really, and the ideas that they've put in have really spiced things up, and it's amazing working with an engineer like Pete and the producer like Nick, who are focused. And it's that feeling when they press the playback, you're like, oh, I didn't expect that.
I say love, it is a flower, and you, it's only seed.
In this place where we're kind of like,
Kind of looks like a spaceship.
it's kind of like a spaceship. Behind us is the control panel, But they're so patient. They put up with us. We make so many mistakes. It was just like, oh man. But it's so much fun, and I've enjoyed every little bit of it. It's
Well, I remember the last studio we recorded at, it was no bigger than this, really. And we kind of just, we kind of locked into each other and about this small, and we had mic, and we had this guitar, and we literally just played and sung through the song and then finished. But coming here, it's really, it's really cool, It's really.
This is the
I
real
don't know,
deal. The real deal in Real World Studios.
When the night has been too lonely and the road has been too long, and you think that love is only for the lucky and the strong, just remember